Hello, fellow gardeners. I need to answer a couple of questions or so. They're calling about securing this plastic to your high tunnel. I mean, whether it's a homemade high tunnel, whether it's one of the tunnels I make, or if you buy some other place, it's easy to do. We do not fasten this plastic. By the way, this plastic is 6 mil poly. It's going to last about 4 years in this extreme heat. Now, if you're one of these guys that I'm suggesting that you take the plastic off in May, put your shade cloth on, garden under the shade in the summer, go back in the fall and put your plastic on, take your shade off first and put the plastic on, then you're going to get 6 or 7 years out of that plastic. But anyway, it's made to go out here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 4 years in a row for this plastic to hold up. Now, the only problem is when it gets up above 100 degrees, see here where it's laying over this here pipe? That plastic is getting extremely hot. It's just all I can do is even hold my hand on it. It gets hot. Well, see how it's crinkling that just a little. And that's what happens in this hot summertime. Nothing we can do about it. It gets up to 108, 110, 112. That's going to get hot. But anyway, this plastic's good for about 4 years normally, okay? Get more of it if you protect it, shade cloth on it, take it off, put it in the building. So they want to know, another question is they want to know, how do you secure this plastic to this house? Do you fasten it down? Because I keep talking about, raising this poly up, letting it back down and so forth. And we do not fasten ours down to the bottom of the house. Yes, we used to. I'm going to show you on this old house how we used to fasten this down. We always put a board along here along the ground level. I know there's some little bit of cracks under there and all, but the plastic comes down, laid out here a little bit, and so it kind of sealed it off. But we don't attach it to that board anymore. These boards are still on these old houses. We have changed the way we fasten this poly down to tie it on with this rope, and this is called mule tape. This has been used to pull wiring through pipe long distances underground, and after they've used it, then they roll it back up and they sell it. It's used and they sell it a little cheaper, or you can buy this new, either one, but it's called mule tape or pull tape, and this is what we hold it on with. We started out about 7 or 8 years ago using this old red baler twine right here, and it works fine. It's just a little bit rough on your plastic, and for those that didn't keep it real tight, it would rub on it a little bit. But we should keep all of these ropes real tight. You know how it is, broom maker's wife never has a broom. A mechanic's car usually has wires you got to twist together to make it run or something. But anyway, and a greenhouse operator that builds greenhouses doesn't keep his up to spec like he should on the customers. Anyway, but that's just Murphy's Law, I guess. But anyway, we're going to hold this plastic on this house with wiggle wire track at the ends, and we're going to show you that in a little bit. But down through the middles, everywhere there's a bow, there's two ropes. See here? We got 2 ropes going over the house. And yes, that needs to be a little bit tighter like into that. We're going to tighten this down, tighten like this here in a minute. But since some people were asking, how do you attach that that string to your house to hold it on? So what we do, we'll show you about 3 different ways. We just took this string here, and we doubled it and put it on a steeple and nailed that steeple. A steeple is kind of like that, that you nail into a board. And we tied that rope on there and nailed it in and just held it to that board. That's pull boy way. Or you can go around under the board and put this rope under there, like see here, like into this. It's tied around the pipe underneath and come back out. And then we're going to get it out here like this, and we're going to tie a couple of little knots in it down here like into this. And that will hold that on there like into that. And then we tie a knot there. We come over and tie a knot and tie a loop in that. And now we've got 2 loops on this rope that you can see that I didn't get them straight level, but I should have. Let me go back and correct my deals, I like being a little bit straighter than that. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. And you put a rope on like that. Now you come up here and you've got these 2 that you can put this rope into. See, here it is right here on this one. That's nailed on. This is tied on to go the same way, replace that. See, all we got to do is come in here and take this string right here and put it right through here. Got it in a loop right there. We got a loop up here we made in this rope. We come back down here and we can cinch that down. See that good and tight. Just like that. We pinch it off like that. Throw us a half hitch on there. Now for a safety, we throw another half hitch on and you're good to go. That's going to hold your plastic on just like that. Yes, you can still pull this up and down. See here? We can go up and we can go down. And anyway, that gives you some ventilation in there in the spring when you need it to. Now, for the new houses that we're building now, this is what we do. We put, you can see, we weld a notch on here, or a loop, whatever you want to call it. This is the post that goes in the ground. Yes, I know it's bent right there. We did that on purpose so it'll hold in the concrete. Our concrete's going to, this is the top of the ground level right here. That's all that's sticking out of the ground is from here up. Okay? This is concrete down through here. This here notch is in there is to make this post hold in the concrete. It won't slide out. When it sets up concrete around it, it holds it in. You take a slick pipe and you set it in the ground and pour concrete around it, and after it gets hard, you just slide that back up out of the concrete because it's too smooth. So we make this little bump in here to hold in the concrete. So this is your ground level right here. All right? This will be sitting right down there. This is all down in the ground. This is how much you have out of the ground. So all we do is take and come in here and double this string about center waist, go in there, throw a half hitch on that right there, and now she's ready to go. And we got these two, the bow then will go in here, and that's your house right there. See, it goes in there, but this is down into the ground. And then you have these two ropes sticking out like this that you can tie to, just like we do all the rest of them. And this is the kind of house, if you buy a house off of me, this is the kind you'll have if you put the post in the ground. If you get one on skids, it'll have a little notch out here also on the skid that ties this rope to. And that's the way we tie this on. And the main thing, like I said, is keep these ropes good and tight. That's a little loose. I need to tighten it up. You know, you can come in here, and all you got to do is take that little half hitch out, pull on this little string right here, and then we take it, and all we got to do is just pull it on down and tighten it up before it pulls on the plastic, and that'll hold it just like that right there. And that's the way you do them that people are concerned about, how you hold it on. You can still move your plastic up and down behind it. Good way to do it. We're going to the end of the house now. We'll take a break just a minute and move down to the end of the house, and then we're going to show you how to put the around the doors and around the ends with this wiggle wire track.
Before we go, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
As the rope goes across the top, does that not tear the plastic or whatever?
If you keep it tight, Jack, it won't rub. But if you let it be loose, yes, it's going to sit right there and rub like that right there. You can see a little bit of rub right there where mine is not tight like it should be. But if you've got it tight, it won't rub. It'll sit right there and hold that plastic and let it rub. So yes, there's things you got to do to maintain these houses, just like you do anything else. You know, you got to maintain your clothes. You got to wash them every week because they get dirty. You got to maintain these ropes because they stretch a little bit and get loose. And then when it rains, they get tight. So yeah, there's a little bit of maintenance. This is not just put up this house and forget it.
Where the ties go across the top, are they supposed to be spaced at a certain space apart from one another?
Well, you put one on each side of the bow, but let me tell you now, we used to put them straight across the top here like that, but when you let them get loose, they jump over this bow. So now then what we do, we take this one and go to the next bow over on the other side over there and take that one and come over this way, and up on top, they're crossed like that right there. And that keeps them from jumping over this. Same way with these. See, with this one goes across over yonder, and this one comes up and goes over that bow over there. They're crossed up in the middle, and they can't jump over. They can't get back over and jump over. So we kind of improve this as we go along. I still like it when you got one on each side, but you got to maintain the ropes tighter or they'll all jump over on one side. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, we're over here at the corner of the house now. I'm going to show you how this wiggle wire track works. And like I say, we only use it on the end bow on each end. and then we use it on the post and on the doors. And this is the track right here that we're screwed on. You see it comes in a 12-foot piece or 8-foot piece, and we screw it on with these self-tapping screws ever so far. Just bend it over as we go down. Now we've got our track on. Now we're going to put our plastic over the end of the house. See, we got to pull it over like into this. Now this house this probably been on here 4 or 5 years. You can see how we've taken it apart and put it back together and everything. And by the way, these old houses that we're showing you here are about 40 years old. We've changed a lot of design of them since then, but I wanted to show you how if you have an old house, you can still do this to it. So this is the track, and this is the wire. See here, I'm going to take this wire right back out the same way it goes in. This reason it's called wiggle wire. You just wiggle it out. All right, and that takes your plastic off. Now to put it back on, all you do is pull it back over here, and you start wiggling that wire right back in there, just like into that. Just as simple as sliced bread. Probably the best invention since sliced bread, to tell you the truth. But then that'll clip right on in there. You come right on down here with the now on this end piece, holding this in, we only use pieces ever so often, see, because then when we come back with this other sheet on top of it, we're going to put it over here and wiggle wire it all the way from one end to the other. But I've got it tied up here so I can't pull it over. But that's what this sheet here is. And I fix it like this so we can take that top sheet off with that wire up there, take both ends loose, take this top sheet off, take your ropes loose, put your shade cloth on, put it back on. That takes about 2 hours for 3 guys to do a house like this. This house is 24 by 96, and in 2 hours you can have it all off. But you can see right down here, we just pull it down here like into that and pull it around, and then you just got to start this end right here in it, just like into that right there, and just put it on there just like wiggle wire goes in and wiggle wire comes out. And that's what we do. That ain't going in, but I'm just not going to put it in right now. But that's the way you do your wiggle wire track. And we'll move over now and show you the doors the same way. Okay, we're over here by the door now, and I want to show you how we do the doors. Some of them questioned about the doors. We just put this wiggle wire track on the inside of this door, so to speak, except for this piece here, and it goes on the front side of it. This is the outside back over behind. You lay that plastic down, you lay this door on it, you pull this plastic around here, and you put your wiggle wire right inside of there. And that way you have it enclosed in. We use all metal on our houses, no wood. I'll tell you what, there's so much humidity in the house that it can take your wood out in about 3 years. So it's not really feasible to use wood. It's more feasible to use galvanized steel and lasts a lot longer. Now this track is aluminum, and it'll last forever also. This track and wire cost about $1.50 per running foot. So you know, if you got a 12-foot stick and 12 foot of wire to go in it, 12 times $1.50, that'd be $18. So you can kind of figure out what it's going to cost you to go over your house. And that's the reason these houses cost money to build, is because this stuff is getting expensive like anything else. But that's why we put the doors on, and it's just a simple process. Everything goes together with screws and wiggle wire and stuff like that. So if we can help you, let us know. If you like this, just punch that button, ring that bell, and subscribe, and I'll make you another video. Thank you. Have a good day.